Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Kaiya, and today we are going to be listening to the band Ghost for the very first time for another episode of Moshtober. It's Moshtober, if you didn't know. Welcome. Ghost. We are here for this band. Google just calls them a rock band. But I'm not convinced that that is just what they are. They also say in the United States they are known as Ghost BC. What are your thoughts on that? Swedish rock band formed in Linköping. I know I'm pronouncing that wrong most likely. In 2006. I don't know anything about this band. I've heard about them. I've seen their logo on some shirts. A lot of y'all have requested them periodically. I see a lot of like corpse paint and some very extreme cool looking outfits. But I wanted to do Ghost, and I've been wanting to do them for a minute because they were on tour, and probably still are on tour, with Mastodon and Spirit Box, and they actually performed here in the city I live in the little stadium that we have here, and it was wild. I didn't even know that they were playing. I was getting ice cream, walking downtown, and here's all these metalheads in my town, and that doesn't happen too often. So I thought that the lineup of like Ghost with Spirit Box and Mastodon was really wild and really weird. It didn't seem to make sense, but I guess. But we've had the other two on the channel, so I figured it's time to get Ghost on the channel, and it fits perfectly with Moshtober. So that's my spiel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please feel free to do so. We would love to have you here. Like I said, it's Moshtober. We're celebrating Thrash Giving and Cult Miss coming up. So do be prepared. Join our Discord, the Mosh Pit. There's an invite link down below, and you can send stuff to be featured in a metal unboxing through the P.O. box, also in the description. Without further ado, we got two songs today for Ghost. The first one is going to be called Spillways. So let's get into that.
Through benediction, you try to rid your mind of malediction, but through all this time you try to peel it off, and it's such a desolation led you into this vile incarnation of consummated bliss. I know you need it now to make you feel alive. All your faith, all your rage, all your pain ain't over now. And I ain't talking about forgiveness. All your faith, all your rage, all your pain ain't over.
You know what it sounds like? Bubba. Coming from King Diamond, it sounds like so far this song sounds like a song that you would get from Disney Channel. I'm just saying. Like, if you remember old Disney Channel when they used to have, like, the music videos in the commercials at, like, in between the TV shows or movies you were watching, like, I feel like this is what that sounds like.
Beast that you feed, it's your burning, yearning need to breathe the spillway. You keep a casket buried deep within, you try to mask it, but fall back in sin. You wanna shake it off, but you're stuck inside. When stripped of racks of skin and spine, you eradicate corpus they terminally dispel.
ocean ride. And I like all the like breathy stuff. It is catchy. I mean, it's not. It's not bad. It's just not good. But I feel like it wants to be more hardcore. I feel like everything that they're laying out right now wants to be more hardcore. So if you're a big Ghost fan, let me know what you think about this song. Okay? Because I know they got a big following. What do you think about Spillways? Is it pretty like on par with their sound, or would you say that it's like way different and you're not a fan, or like what's your thought process? Because I feel like their whole vibe wants to be heavier. It wants to be edgier.
All your faith, all your rage, all your pain, it ain't over now. And I ain't talking about forgiveness. All your faith, all your rage, all your pain, it ain't over now. It's the cruel beast that you feed. It's your burning, yearning need to bleed through the spillways. Through the spillways of your soul. Through the spillways. It's the cruel beast that you feed. It's your burning, yearning need to bleed through the spillways. Through the spillways of your soul. Through the spillways. Through the spillways of your soul. Through the spillways. Through the spillways of your soul. Through the spillways. Through the spillways of your soul.
Okay. Alright. I mean, first impressions, I'm not into it. I'm keeping it real. I feel like, again, Disney Channel. That's what I'm getting. Not gonna lie, it's making me so happy to see them finally get the attention they deserve. It's a good time to be alive while Ghost is making music. What do people think about this song? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on Ghost? If you're a big fan of them, I would love to know what you think about this song. I feel like it's just a good song. Just a good, happy, sort of vibey song. I guess, rock band, yeah, kind of falls through that. It's very catchy. It's very poppy, very, like, flat on the line. Nothing hardcore, not anything that we normally do on this channel. So, I mean, based on the lineup of, like, Ghost with Spirit Box and Mastodon, I would assume, Ghost is one of the more, like, openers. It's probably even before Spirit Box, so just something to, like, get your juice flowing, It seems like it'd be a good feel-good song. That's what I'm trying to say. Good feel-good song. If it wasn't for TikTok, I would have never found this awesome band. Now I'm hooked. Yeah, I feel like this is it's really catchy. I feel like, honestly, I'm already getting, like, through the spillways, like, stuck in my head. That's the guilty pleasures of those Disney Channel songs, though. The chord progression, the key changes, and musically, this is refreshing writing. There were some really decent parts of it. Refreshing. It's literally following Poison by Alice Cooper. Nobody invented anything. I'm a guitar player of many years. This is good. Maybe you should broaden your narrow knowledge of composition and arrangement. Just because you play guitar, Bubba, doesn't mean that you know anything. Guitar players are a dime a dozen, alright? But apparently keyboardists aren't. It's hard to find a keyboardist for a band. I'ma just say that right now. Ghost Spillways. Let's go with the lyric. Through the spillways. It's already stuck in my head. I have a feeling I'm just going to need to listen to this song again just because it's stuck in my head. It's already there. I do like their logo too. I see this logo on people's shirts like all the freaking time. So Impura's third track, Spillways, is a dancing track. Yeah, it definitely feels like a flash mob sort of dance feel-good song. Hardly inspired by a lot of the 80s pieces. Tobias told Metal Hammer about the song, "This is an elegy for the darkness that most people have inside. When you have a dam, spillways are the runoffs so the dam won't overflow. That darkness inside us needs to find its way out." Interesting. I actually really... Why? Why are the ads even bigger now? Why are they pop-ups? Gosh darn it. Okay. Sorry. I don't have control over that. I like that. That's an interesting concept. It's like when all of the like darkness inside of you like gets to a tipping point, you gotta let it out. The spillways. Interesting. Interesting concept. Tobias Forge. What the artist said about the song. In Kaisarion, we have the en masse, frenetic, frantic buzz of being in a group. In Spillways, we have a very internalized pressure that builds up to the next song, which is a distant call that ends up being a voice in your head. The insulated person who's being communicated with from a higher power. That's loosely how we move geographically between these three songs. Interesting. I like that they kind of like interconnect three songs. Y'all already know I like that sort of stuff in albums. If the leads remind you of Brian May, that's because I like stacking solos and adding harmonies, which automatically puts you in Brian May territory. Who's Brian May? Brian May. English musician. Queen. Okay. He wrote several of Queen's most popular hits. Oh, he's one of the guitarists. Okay, so you kind of write a record loosely based off of like 80s sort of rock pieces. Interesting. With the corpse paint and the outfits and everything. Interesting. Sterling Sound. Loma Vista Recordings. Alright. Alright. Vocals. Who's Tobias then? And who's Papa Emeritus the Fourth? Tobias, aka Mary Gore? Oh, this is oh, wait. Lead singer of the doom metal band. Okay, so they're calling... So Genius is calling Ghost a doom metal band. We've listened to doom metal, okay? Electric Wizard and Ghost don't really have anything in common, but those could also be two completely different genres or different levels of the same genre. I don't know. I'm still a baby metalhead. I'm getting it. I'm figuring it out. Okay. Is this his stage persona then? Papa Emeritus the Fourth? This is just a dope... This is just a dope costume. I'm just figuring it out, girl, okay? This is the first time I've ever seen this. What are they like live? You should tell me. Also, we're definitely not wearing the same matching sweatpants with the matching sweatshirt, okay? No, these are not the typical bleached sweatpants, okay? We have other sweatpants. Okay, so the next song we're going to listen to is called Call Me Little Sunshine. I'm a little afraid of this song, I'm not going to lie. I'm afraid because the title sounds so corny. I'm like a little afraid, but we're going to give it a chance. I'm not judging, okay? I'm here for it. I'm open for it. Wow. They played on Jimmy Kimmel? Wait. Okay, we're going to watch the Jimmy Kimmel one. This is interesting. I feel like Jimmy Kimmel doesn't feature metal. What do you think? Okay, hold on. Let's watch.
This is their album. It's called Impera from the Mountain View Mausoleum with the song Call Me Little Sunshine, Ghost.
Look at that outfit. Oh, I paused it. I meant to tune the volume. I'm sorry.
Starlight, I can save you if you do. You'll never walk alone. You can always reach me. You will never ever walk alone. Little sunshine, call me Mephistopheles. When you feel alone, just call me Little Sunshine.
I'm so confused. I don't understand the aesthetic we're going for. We're like underwater, like submarine dudes in these tank weird submarine thing helmet things, but then we're in a museum. There's like king robes and corpse paint, and we're talking like call me little sunshine. I don't understand what we're doing here. I don't think that Ghost knows what they're doing either. I don't understand. But I will say, his voice sounds much better live than it does in the studio recording, at least from Spillways. I like his voice. And he's not doing much in front of this mic, like live, but his presence, his essence, the costume's really cool, and I like the like one blue, it's here, yeah, the one blue contact. I think that's really cool. The whole stage aesthetic is very interesting. I feel like this is a band you would need to see live in order to like really experience everything.
Light up in the middle of the day. For how else could you see me? Ease up to the hunter from the prey and transform indefinitely. You will never walk alone. You can always reach me. You will never ever walk alone. Little sunshine, call me Mephistopheles. When you feel can always reach me. You will never ever walk alone. You can never walk alone. You can always reach me. You will never ever walk alone.
I like that camera angle coming down, so his gloves are like here. I feel like this final chorus is just not hitting hard enough. I know it's live, but they could just add so much more to make that really just hit and be like super snappy. Especially because they chop his solo, you know, bring it down just like a classic pop song. They could really hit it so much harder if they even had some synthetic bass in there, something to like really drive. You will never walk alone. Also, he's definitely lip syncing. That's my personal opinion. You may disagree, but he's lip syncing or something because he's barely moving his mouth. He's not projecting, and I feel like he's barely even singing. He's barely moving his mic. I can barely even see his lips moving. But meh. It's alright. It's alright. I don't understand the aesthetic still.
Even when you're dead and gone, you can always reach me. All you gotta do is call me.
Fill it up.
Little sunshine, call me Mephistopheles. When you feel alone, just call me. Little sunshine.
Imagine falling asleep on the couch and then waking up to seeing this sight on your TV. Glad to see the band finally getting the recognition they deserve. So what's the deal with Ghost then? This is the second person that's saying finally Ghost is getting the recognition. So I'm assuming they've been maybe not so much underground. They obviously have a huge following, but maybe this is like the first time that, you know, the more mainstream media and that type of thing is actually picking up this band, because that would be cool. You know, because we already know that a lot of mainstream people don't like metal, since Ghost is considered doom metal or just rock band. You know, what do you think? What do you classify them as? What's your thoughts? Obviously, on Ghost, this is open to conversation. Female backing vocals really make this performance stand out. Absolutely killer. I do like it. I wish they were a little louder. Not to lie. I wish they were a little louder in the live mix. Call me. They seemed a little lower, obviously, than his main vocals, but I do like that. Sad that a lot of people don't appreciate this music. They will never know how incredible this band is. They're simply amazing. I've tried many times, but I just can't get into it. I find it boring. The guitar is boring, the drums are boring, and the vocals are boring. I just feel like this is time wasted not listening to Iron Maiden. Get wrecked. The bass tone is beyond perfection. Props to the nameless ghoul bassist. 70 years old, mentally 19, I don't care. Just discovered Ghost about 2 weeks ago as a recommendation from YouTube and hooked ever since. They have very catchy lyrics. I feel like Ghost is like the crack cocaine of music for like... I feel like there's things like my brain is listening, call me, little sunshine, and through the spillways, like it's wanting to like catch on to those things and be like, yes, girl, let's listen to this over and over for like years. I mean, I'm definitely going to give it another listen, because I feel like there's some really catchy things that they're doing, and I do like the harmonies. It's very simple. It's very generic, like musician-wise, construction-wise for the song. Very like commercial sounding. They're not really doing anything that's out of the ordinary. However, what they are doing is what they lack in maybe like the actual construction of their songs, they're bringing in their whole stage performance, and they're bringing in their lyrics. I think that they're talking about things, and their lyrics are structured in ways that are different. Not structured in ways, but just like "Call Me Little Sunshine" from a doom metal band called Ghost, I think is interesting. It's not something you see every day. Another person saying finally getting the recognition they deserve. His voice in this performance is so much better than the album. I think it's because he's not actually singing live, my guy. Which, you know, nope, no judgment. If you want to lip sync, that's totally fine. I mean, it's hard to be a performer, and sometimes your voice doesn't cooperate. So, you know, sometimes it be like that. Phenomenal live band. I believe that they would be good live. It's not standard, obvious, and overdone. This is painfully cliche music, been done a million times, hence the masks. It seems very split. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on Le Ghost? I think it's going to be very split with people who think they're pretty mediocre, and then people who think that they're absolutely just like standalone amazing. I like the concept of this song. Also, I like how it's saying, what was the lyric? You will never walk alone, you can always reach me. I like that. I like when songs try and say, like, I will always be with you, you will never be alone, like, let's walk together, like, you'll always have me. As if, like, you know, they're speaking to their fans, you know, saying, like, I will be here. But we are talking about something darker, aren't we? The devil is there for those on the fringes, the addicts and outcasts. They understand more than anyone else, and if you reach out to them, they will be the comforter that the lying Nazarene pretends to be. What are we talking about? Call out in the middle of the night, for when else would I hear you? Fall out in the cold starlight, I can save you if you do. Traditionally, no, this is not a good one. Call me little sunshine, call me Mephistopheles, is a demon in German folklore, specifically the Faust legend. In the legend, Faust is a scholar that sells his soul to Mephistopheles to gain knowledge. Oh. Call me little sunshine is a reference to Lucifer. Lucifer translates as morning star or light bringing, and was historically the name of the planet Venus and the son of the Roman goddess Aurora, though the name has since been absorbed into Christian theology as a name for the devil. It is also a reference to an alias of Aleister Crowley, a famous photo of whom is referenced on the album art of Impera. Yeah, Aleister Crowley, that sounds really familiar. So he's saying, call me the devil, and then call me Mephistopheles, who's also a demon. Light up in the middle of the day, for how else could you see me? In the music video, it's hinted that the woman Mephistopheles is singing to smoking an opium pipe. Opium was commonly used in the... Yeah, we know what opium is. Interesting. I'm confused. You will never walk alone. You can always reach me. So we're talking about addicts. We're talking about demons. We're talking about folklore. All right. What are your thoughts? Let's go down here. Let's see what we got. This is the second single from their fifth album, Impera. Nice. The song has references to Aleister Crowley, including the album cover artwork, which takes inspiration from a famous photo portraying Crowley. Tobias Forge says, it's the devil, basically, speaking to the little person in front of his or her computer or in their little room, calling out for them. I'm always here for you. In this context, it's not a good thing. Interesting. Interesting concept. What have the artists said about this song? This is similar to our song Cerise, in the sense that you have this betraying hand that leads you into the night, pretending to have a torch in the other, which is interesting because we've placed ourselves in the devil's corner pop culturally, so it becomes this paradox. Interesting. Myself and other peddlers in the extreme metal world use a lot of biblical or diabolical references, and up until recently we felt we were doing it with a distance from history, like this was in the old world when people were stupid, but no, this is real, this is now. You in extreme metal? What do you think? Would you classify them as extreme metal? Would you classify Ghost as a rock band or doom metal? What are your thoughts? I'm just coming into this as a blind baby metalhead to the scene. So Genius is calling it Svensk rock? What is that? Alternative rock and rock. What are your thoughts? And then it seems they're very split as far as like people who really like them. Seems like they have a lot of like a huge following, similar to Rammstein, but you also have a lot of people in the comments too that are like, ugh, not so much. So what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments down below. That is going to do it for our reaction today on Ghost. Personally, I think their music is a little... It's very commercial. It's very, very poppy commercial. It's not the typical, like, metal that we listen to on this channel. So it's definitely interesting. It's very interesting to hear kind of a commercial rock sound mixed with the corpse paint and all of the, like, outfits similar to, like, it's like Imperial Triumphant meets like black metal meets like super pop music, kind of. And pop meaning popular to listen to, commercial, not Ariana Grande pop, okay? It's very formulaic. It's not really breaking any bounds, but that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. Obviously, they've got success. So I feel like they've got some really catchy lyrics and riffs, and I feel like they'd be really fun live. So I want to know what your thoughts are on this band. Do you love them? Do you hate them? Do you think they're mediocre? Would you see them live? Have you seen them live? And what do you think about this new album and this album? Is it a new sound for them? Do you think Call Me Little Sunshine is good? Do you think Spillways is good? Or do you prefer more of their older stuff? Or is it vice versa? Do you like what they're doing now versus what they were doing earlier? Do you not like as much? And what makes them so popular? That's the other thing I want to know. What is it that Ghost did and is doing that is making them so popular? Like, do they start kind of like a new trend in a way? Because they came out in 2006, so... You know, this was after nu metal kind of hit the scene in the early 2000s. So is 2006 considered early 2000s? I don't know. I think it's more like mid 2000s. Early to mid. Who knows? Let me know in your comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you very soon. There's a lot of stuff going on. Y'all already know. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, comment, and share this video with a friend, girl, and also join our Discord, the Mosh Pit, down below. And, yeah, that's really all I got. So I will see you very soon. Please take care of yourself, okay? Stay warm, or if you're about to hit the summer months, stay cool. And I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.
She just goes a little mad sometimes. We all go a little mad sometimes.